Welcome to the beginning of the next 300 days. I am about to do something I don't think anyone's ever actually done, and that is to read the 10 scrolls from the greatest salesman in the world, according to the rules set out in the first scroll. So I will be reading one scroll one, every day for 30 days. I will read it silently to myself in the morning, right after lunch, and at night. And then every day I'm going to take a minute and give some feedback on how that's affecting my sales process. Um, been in sales for a long time, since the mid 80s. And specifically, I've been in roofing sales since the early 90s. I've done quite well at roofing sales. In fact, give you an idea, from 2007 to 2010, I sold $17 million worth of roofing on residential projects. Keep in mind, that's post mortgage boom bust. So I'm pretty good at selling roofing. But recently, I got recruited by a company called Search Control to sell online marketing products. And so I thought, well, I probably ought to sharpen some of my sales skills. And I went back to an email conversation that I had in the summer of 2007 with Jeb Blunt from Sales Gravy. I had written requesting a copy of his list of his 10 favorite books that he has ever read on sales. And so I started thinking, well, if I'm going to start reading up and honing my skills, maybe that list is a good place to start. So I started on that list and I read the first one, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And then I read the second one, um, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandinao. And I started thinking, I wonder if anyone has actually done that. And I looked up online, I couldn't really find anybody that had gone through the process and reported on it. So I'm going to be doing that. You'll be able to find this at 300dayswithog.wordpress.com. You'll be able to find little bits and pieces of it at Duce at wordpress.com. You're going to be able to find a weekly review of how things are going will be going up at salesgravy.com, thanks to Jeb. So you'll be able to see what's going on there. I really want feedback. This isn't just a one man's experience project. I really want to hear what you think as I'm going through this experience. See if maybe it's influencing you and your sales process. If you're following me, I'd like to answer questions. I want to be interactive, so I've got 300 Days with Og on Facebook. I'm going to have 300 Days with Og on Twitter available. Of course, there's all my regular Twitter feeds and everything else, all under Dennis Duce. So you can, communicate with me that way. Please, let me know what you think of what I'm working on, your feedback. I'm going to actually have sales stats put up on a regular basis. There won't be any names, but you'll see numbers of, how many leads I have, how things are moving through my pipeline. This is going to be a fairly open book experiment that I'm going to be doing, and I'd love to have your feedback. A couple of ground rules on what this project is and isn't. First thing, I'm going to read the scrolls every day. I'm only going to do a daily journal on weekdays. So Saturdays and Sundays, I will read them, but I'm not going to report on it because that's time for my family, for God, for sharpening the saw, as some people would call it. This is my experience. Enjoy, share what you like. If you think I'm a complete idiot and I'm up in the night, well, then go have your own experience. I really don't want this to be a place for negativity. I want this to be a place for a positive experience for me, but for everybody else who watches and gets involved. So please comment, but keep your snide remarks, um, well, to yourself. Hope that didn't come across as snide. It probably did, but hey, there you go. Last thing, I'm not Og, okay? I am not good at the skill of distilling words down to their simplest form. If I were to write a book like Og has written, it would be 300 pages, not 90 or whatever Og's books are. I'm just not good at that. I tell stories, I tell long stories, I tell wordy stories, and so, hopefully you can understand that this is me analyzing Og's work, not Og analyzing Og's work. Things are going to be wordy, they're not going to be quite as simple, they're not going to be quite as. And this isn't my main job. I'm doing this early in the mornings so that I can still do what I do for a living. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope to hear your feedback. I hope to see you get involved. Um, and ask me questions about my experience. Just you know, let's have fun with this. See what the next 300 days together can do for all of us. Until then, have a great day, and thanks for watching.